Loktarogar. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, everyone's favorite orc mercenary. Now some people have chimed in and said, what's Loktarogar mean? What is that? Well, some people would say that's orcish, but I would say that that's autistic for victory or death. Now that we got that out of the way, it's time for another orc mode workout. And, I decided, like I talked about yesterday, maybe working more towards doing 4s and 5s. 4s and 5s. I do feel like with the calorie deficit, the singles, man, they're starting to crush me, and I feel like I could just stimulate a little bit more hypertrophy doing 4s and 5s. And for most of my big lifts here, that's going to give me about 10 working sets a week of 5, 10 a week. Again, if I'm doing 5 days a week, so that's going to be for the squat, the close grip bench, the weighted pull-ups, and then I'm just getting bonus work with things like the deadlifts, the weighted dips, the face pulls, all that stuff, So it's all good. I'm just getting extra work in with those. And I do do a little bit of other stuff like that, even off camera sometimes. Again, just getting a little extra workload. But I feel like for me right now, it's just trying to maintain that balance with the calorie deficit. Honestly, I would almost rather be doing a little more volume with all the heavy lifting, but I do feel like at this point, food intake coming down, that, yeah, it's what I can handle. But I am going to try to get stronger on these 5s, because that's what it's going to come down to also. Like this, I bumped it up slightly versus what I was doing with the back offset for the squats. I'm like, well, let me see if I can get stronger. Do a little heavier with the 5. Start working these 5 rep sets up, right? Try to build some muscle in my legs and stuff while I'm cutting. If possible, it may not be possible. May not be possible at all, but I'm going to try. Let's put the effort in. As at the very least, the more effort I put into that successfully, at least that'll stave off muscle loss. I think it's funny. I keep having people chime in saying silly stuff like, well, you need to cut your calories further. You're clearly not losing weight. It's like, how fast you guys think I need to be losing weight? As a pound or 2 a week, that's it. You don't want to lose weight quicker than that. Like, I'm not walking around at 40% body fat here, guys. I'm like a hair under 20 at this point. I can't be walking around losing 4 or 5 pounds a week. I don't know where people are getting these ideas. 1 to 2 pounds a week, that's good. You know what? My goal is to be, 13 to 15 pounds lighter, depending on what I weighed the last few days, because I'm fluctuating between 223 and 225 right now. I think some of it's because I add a little more fruit into my diet to cut a few nuts out, so hair, more carbs is probably putting a small amount of water. It's making me bounce around a little. So I'm kind of fluctuating in that range, and the goal is 210 this year. All right, and then we assess from there. I'll probably keep cutting after that. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. 1 step at a time, though. We've got to do this stuff in micro steps. Got to do it in micro steps. But seriously, when you have someone say, you're not drunk, it's like, dude, I was in the 230s just a few weeks ago. Just a few weeks ago, guys. My DEXA scan, I was 230 again on my DEXA scan day. That was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks. I'm fluctuating 223 to 225. That means I've lost somewhere between 5 and 7 pounds in 3 weeks. That's totally acceptable. That puts me, if I keep losing at that rate, I'm going to hit my target for the year way before December. So, I'm going to keep losing at whatever rate I can lose at, without feeling like I'm totally depriving myself. Yeah, am I filling up on a lot of chicken and veggies? Yeah. In fact, that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. That's what I have for dinner tonight. I'm going to cook about 1.5 pounds of chicken breast. I'm going to steam some vegetables and put some light Alfredo sauce on those veggies and dumped up my diced up Foreman grilled chicken in there. That's what I'm basically going to have. It's going to be, instead of pasta chicken Alfredo, it's going to be like broccoli and carrot chicken Alfredo. It's all good though, baby. Because it'll be a nice filling. It'll be a couple pounds of food, of really slow digesting stuff full of protons. Their protein. It'd all be good. But benching, the first set went good. I was like, all right, I got my 5. I hit the upright on the 3rd rep on my 2nd set, and it really messed me up. Now, some people are like, why don't you mark your thing so you put it in the same spot? I do, guys. The spot where I'm benching from, I never hit it on a single. It's what ends up happening when I get into these multiple reps. what ends up happening is that I start getting out of my track a little bit. I start getting out of my groove just a little bit. So I'm in a groove that normally I would be missing the uprights by inches. But the bar, as I start getting more fatigued, tends to drift further and further towards my head, near the lockout. Right? And I think that's normal, because for a lot of us that is our ideal leverage. It's easier. It's easier. And so yeah, I did hit the uprights. I only got 4. I was hoping for 2 sets of 5 today after that first one with this, but I ended up hitting that upright. And like I said, I mean, pause, close grip, 275 for, 5, and then another set where I hit the upright, should have got 5. I'll take that. Cutting, that's not terrible. I'm not doing touch and go wide grip here. Keep that in mind, guys. These are paused reps with a close grip. So, and I prefer that. I like the close grip. I think it's a better overall exercise in terms of just, fatigue on your shoulder joints and stuff versus strength and muscle stimulation. I decided to let my thumbs rest a little bit today, and did a couple sets of double overhand just for the grip training and the technique work on the deadlift. And that's the other thing here, guys. That's what I'm having to do for the duration of this cut. I'm not pulling heavy. This deadlift work is all going to be light. It's just going to be grip training, technique work, and hook grip. That's it. I may not even touch anything over 500 pounds, in spite of the fact you guys have seen me pull, 575 this year without grinding, nice and fast, leaving pounds in the tank. I don't think doing that right now with this frequency is going to work with the calorie deficit. And I just got to accept that, but at least we're getting the technique work in. We're getting the grip training in, and so it's all good. I mean, I'm doing either hook grip or double over every day or 5 days a week, and then doing weighted pull-ups after. So I'm getting a decent amount of grip work in. I mean, if I need to, I'll start doing my pinch blocks again. But I think you guys can see there I am definitely getting leaner. I think it's obvious on these deadlifts now. It's definitely becoming visible. And some people said already, at least someone who I know in real life who watches my videos actually said my face looks leaner in the last week or so. So it's coming along. I mean, I'm not lean, guys. I'm not lean. I know I'm not lean by the fitness world standards, but it's coming along. But, consistency. I keep lifting as heavy as I can with as much volume as I can handle, keep the protein high, and keep the calories in check. It's going to happen, and that's the beauty of it. I don't feel deprived at this point, though. The scale's coming down consistently, and I don't feel deprived. And I think I found a good balance in my diet with that. It's about filling up on the protein. And I look forward to stuff like that now. It's like, oh man, instead of pasta, I'm going to have all these veggies with the Alfredo sauce. But the Alfredo sauce on the veggies, particularly if I stir fry them a little first, it still makes me feel like I got a treat because of the Alfredo sauce added on. I know that sounds silly, but it's like I look forward to food like that. To me, that's like my cheat meal of the evening. Like, oh man, I got that light Alfredo sauce on there. There's probably 100 calories in that. Oh, I'm cheating. Oh, get that 100 calories of processed sauce. You look forward to stuff like that. It's ridiculous. But I ate a cantaloupe today too, and that was awesome. A couple kiwis. Those are most of my carbs for the day. But yeah. So, look forward to stuff like that. I got them dips today, though. I got my 5 reps on the dips. I'm going to get stronger on the dips. Like, I've realized that's important. I feel like that's going to carry over to my bench, and that's going to carry over to me getting bigger triceps and stuff. If you want to look jacked, you need triceps. Yeah, I know my butt's still big. Look at that big old hippo booty. It's coming down, though. It's just taking time. I figure another 15 pounds, though. By the time I get to 210, I think the booty will be more in check. All right? It won't be quite as much of a hippo booty anymore. It might still have some ghetto booty going, because I do a lot of heavy squatting, a lot of heavy pulling from the floor. So I'm always going to have a booty. Pay attention there, ladies. That's how you get a booty. But I got all 5 of those diffs today. You guys didn't hear me. I was loud. I was like, ah, because it was tough. But I got them. The triceps are all pumped up in them 5 reps. yeah, I'm enjoying the dips. So it's just a new exercise. It's a really effective lift, and I'm just glad to have it in the rotation. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.